Hello everyone, nice to meet you again with the Disney 3D Art channel. In today's video it will be the character Shenzi from the movie The Lion King. Shenzi, Bonsai, and Ed are the secondary antagonists of Disney's 1994 animated feature film The Lion King. They are a trio of spotted hyenas who were loyal followers and minions of Scar. The hyenas were banished from the Pride Lands on account of their destructive eating habits, forcing them to take refuge in the elephant graveyard. By forming an alliance with Scar, they hope to usurp the lions and overrun the Pride Lands, thus allowing themselves and other hyenas the freedom to eat as much as they desire. The hyenas were featured in 2 spin-off books of The Lion King, set before the events of the original film. In the first book of the novelization series, The Lion King, 6 New Adventures. A tale of 2 brothers, the young hyenas appear at the beginning where they surround a helpless Rafiki who had just arrived in the Pride Lands. King Ahadi comes to his rescue just in time, with his sons Mufasa and Taka, Scar, in tow, and demands that the hyenas leave. Later, Scar meets with the hyenas, the story revealing that he asked for their help. Shenzi advises Scar to make himself look good by making Mufasa look bad. Taka is intrigued by the suggestion and plans to incite a Cape buffalo called Boma to fight Mufasa. His plan goes badly and his eye is wounded by the buffalo herd in the process, hence the nickname, Scar. In another book, Friends in Need, the teenage hyenas appear again at the beginning, where they are preparing to boil a teenage Zazu in the elephant graveyard as in the first film. A teenage Mufasa passes by, scares the hyenas away and befriends Zazu. Shenzi, voiced by Whoopi Goldberg, is the leader and sole female of the trio. According to Timon in The Lion King 1.5, her full name is Shenzi Marie Predatora Veldetta Jacquelina Hyena. Her first name means savage, pagan, uncouth, or barbarous in Swahili. Her distinguishing features are 5 prominent bangs hanging over her face and a mane that reaches all the way to her bangs. She also lacks the dark gray, stubble, snout of the males. The dark patches around her eyes are shaped to resemble heavily applied eyeshadow, and she has thicker lips with what seems to be black lipstick. Despite the common belief in the Pride Lands that hyenas are brainless, Shenzi's sense of humor hides a merciless sense of cunning. She is not merely the leader of the trio, but the matriarch of a pack of over 200 hyenas, and her powerful leadership and diplomatic skills resulted in incredible gains for her pack, regardless of the cataclysmic results to the Pride Lands. And at the climax of the movie, Shenzi informs the hyenas that Scar has betrayed them. Additionally, despite not appearing in the sequel, it seems that she has successfully hidden from Zira the fact that the hyenas, and not Simba, killed him, allowing her pack to escape the graveyard and leave the Pride Lands. Despite her dislike of Mufasa, Shenzi clearly has a measure of respect and fear for him, as she gets the shivers when she hears his name. And though she elbows Bonsai before he can repeat the name in front of Scar, she clearly agrees with his opinion that they were better off when Mufasa was in charge, even if he did not like them or allow them to live in the Pride Lands. He at least treated them better and did not abuse or insult them for amusement like Scar. Despite this, she has shown cowardice, along with her partners, on several occasions, including running away from Pumbaa in the final battle and Mufasa during their first encounter. Shenzi can be just as heartless as Scar, but unlike him, her first duty is to strengthening her clan rather than the pursuit of personal power. She allies the clan with Scar. Even though the hyenas dislike the lions simply to provide for them, lies to Scar that Simba is dead to get them into the Pride Lands, and is even unafraid of informing him there is no food or water left, meaning the clan is starving and dehydrated. When Scar tries to pin Mufasa's death on the hyenas at the end, she does not hesitate to inform the clan of his betrayal and leads them in his execution. In The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, Shenzi presumably has taken the clan away from the elephant graveyard to find better hunting grounds. Bonsai, voiced by Cheech Marin, is the second hyena of the trio. His name means skulk or lurk in Swahili, and it's also a Japanese battle cry. He is the most physically pugnacious of the trio. He is quick-tempered, hostile, gluttonous, and reckless, thinking with his teeth first. However, he constantly submits to Shenzi, who is both smarter and more self-controlled than him. However, multiple times in the film, Ed is seen teasing him and Banzai jumps into the fight every time. His most distinguishing feature is his unusually heavy eyebrows. Apart from these, Banzai is the model for most generic hyenas. He is the greediest of the three, frequently making references to hunger and asking for food. He also speaks and acts without thinking, complaining when the Pride Lands lacks food under Scar's rule. It's dinner time, and we ain't got no stinkin' entrees. He even quietly remarks to his friends that Mufasa was a better king than Scar, showing his audacity. In addition, when about to commence the wildebeest stampede, he complained to Shenzi that he wanted to attack the wildebeest early, which would have thrown the whole plan off, but was stopped by Shenzi, reminding him to wait. He also unwittingly instigates Pumbaa's attack on them during the final battle, as when he notices Pumbaa behind them, he briefly asks Timon, his prey, who the pig was in reference to him. With the insult increasing Pumbaa's fury enough that he promptly charged at them and presumably managed to beat him and Shenzi severely enough to force them to retreat. Otherwise, Banzai appears to be Shenzi's intellectual equal. He understands Pig Latin, as Zazu tried to keep Simba from calling the hyenas stupid, who you call in UPID stay. Spanish. When he immediately refrained from saying Mufasa in front of Scar any further, I said, que pasa, and French, for which entree and buffet are associated with food. He learned that he and his two comrades couldn't defeat Mufasa on their own, let alone kill him, which he explained to Scar after the failed attempt on Simba and Nala's lives. This would eventually lead to the entire clan overwhelming Simba and, at the battle's end, Scar. Banzai seems to have bad luck and tends to take the injuries. His buttocks are severely lacerated by Mufasa's sharp claws, causing him great pain when he sits. I won't be able to sit for a week. Be prepared. Banzai is fired out of a geyser and handled roughly by Scar. Then when he and the others chase Simba out of the Pride Lands, Banzai is knocked into the thorns and ends up with many in his body. Ed, voiced by Jim Cummings, is the only hyena without a Swahili name, though there exists in English the word eddy meaning whirlpool. Ed's distinguishing features are two round cuts on each ear. His tongue often lolls from his mouth and he doesn't have eyebrows. He doesn't speak and instead communicates through laughter, which he also seems to have difficulty holding back. Jim Cummings recorded over 4 hours of various laughter clips for any situation Ed might be in. Excited, amused, angry, etc. Ed comes off as the idiot of the trio, but Shenzi and Banzai never actually treat him as stupid. They treat him as an equal, despite the fact that he responds only by laughing. And his laughter to meaningful language. He repeatedly shows lucidity, being the first to notice Simba, Nala, and Zazu escaping while his two peers are busy cracking jokes about lions. When Shenzi comments that the hyenas would be running the show if the lions weren't around, he nods in agreement, listening to the conversation, and when Scar betrays the hyenas at the end, he understands that they have been betrayed just as well as Shenzi and Banzai, and is just as angry as they are. In addition, both Banzai and Shenzi have waited until Ed's reply before deciding on a response or a proper course of action at least twice. The first time is when Shenzi and Banzai rhetorically ask who is present in the elephant graveyard. And the second when noting that Scar had earlier called them their enemies before exacting revenge with the other hyena clan members. Banzai seems to be the best at translating Ed's laughter into meaning, suggesting they have known each other for a long time. However, Banzai and Ed scuffle frequently, mostly down to a combination of Banzai's short temper and Ed's total lack of tact. When they were attacked by Mufasa and Shenzi and Banzai denied knowing that Simba was his son. Ed confirmed it with a rapid nod. During a scuffle with Banzai, he chews on his own leg obliviously. Also, when Pumbaa saved Timon and Zazu from being ganged up upon by Shenzi and Banzai in the final battle, he had no idea what to do and ended up cowering with the rest of the hyenas after Pumbaa beat them up. However, Ed was smart enough to block the entrance to a meerkat tunnel, thus leaving Uncle Max briefly at the trio's mercy. Regardless of his shortcomings, not only does Jim Cummings insist that Ed knows the score and is only acting dumb, we have no strong reasons to believe otherwise. First is to draw the body of Hyena, then draw the belly part for Shenzi. Next is to draw 4 legs for Shenzi. Next is to draw the tail of the hyena, then draw the mane on top for Shenzi. Finally is to attach the mouth under the nose and eyes, then attach 2 ears for Shenzi. So the character Shenzi from the movie The Lion King has been completed. If you like this video tutorial, please remember hit the like and subscribe button to get more notifications from my channel. At the same time download the app and go to the website DisneyStore to shopping online as well as Disney Plus to watch some movies and TV shows for free used by many peoples of the world. We'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye everyone.